Tarot reader said this is my twin flame. We've known each other in the past life, and I must stick beside him. I must stick beside him. Are you ready? What's up, my loves? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are new, my name is Lisa. I do story times, I do girl talks, I do vlogs, I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So if those are things that excite you, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button and join the family. It's a family here. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It motivates me to create more interesting videos for you guys and to get in the YouTube algorithm, because we are clearly trying to grow these numbers. We are trying to grow these subscribers. Help a girl grow. Help me grow. I feel you guys say that intro with me each time I make it, because it's like I've mastered it. It's like I've crammed the intro. Like, it's what I always open my videos with, and I know I suck at intros, but whatever. Anyways, guys, today is going to be a story time, and oh child, this story is a very funny one. Like I've always wanted to tell this story. But I have to make sure that lipstick is on point. Anyways, guys, I've always wanted to tell this story, but I don't know, for some reason I've always been holding back and not being able to tell it. But today I decided, fuck it, I must say this story. Like, I must tell this story. So this happened at a time in my life when I really wasn't spiritually awake. I won't say I was spiritually mature at that time. Like, I really wasn't, but I was so much into YouTube. Like, I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos. Like, I've always watched YouTube videos from when I was in school. Like, from when I was a teenager, I've always been scrolling on, YouTube and watching videos and so on whatsoever. I really didn't know much about, this whole law of attraction and manifestation stuff and twin flames, soulmates, like karmics. I didn't know anything about that. Like, I would be on YouTube, but basically I would just be watching, couples pranking each other and, just normal stuff. I really wasn't spiritually awake at that time, right? And yeah, it was on this fateful day. I was just at home, lying on my bed. That period when you're done with school, because at that time I was done with school. You're done with school, but then you don't have a job yet, you're just there, idle. So what kept me busy during that time was my phone. So, and at that time I was very much into social media, especially Facebook. So on this day I was like scrolling on my phone, and I so happened to see this picture of this guy, and we are going to give him a name, but not now. Let me first tell you about this guy, because at that time I didn't know who he was, right? So I'm scrolling, and I see this picture, right? And it's this one guy. And guys, you can call me crazy if you want, but the moment I saw this picture, I just felt a connection. Like, I felt I already knew this person. I felt I knew this person. I really couldn't articulate, like, I really couldn't like put together where I saw this person or how I know him, but I just felt like the inner me, my soul felt like it knew this person. I'm like, this person seems familiar, but keep in mind I have never seen this person, and his bio said that he wasn't actually in my home country. Like, sorry, he wasn't in my city, not home country, because of course he's in Uganda, but he wasn't in my city. He was in another city, a different city, right? So there is no way I would have met him. Like, it was impossible that I had ever met him or anything. But for some reason I felt like, no, I know this guy. Like, I know this guy, but I really couldn't articulate where I saw him or how I know him. Like, it was just a random picture on my Facebook feed, right? So I went to his profile, I checked, he was from some other city, some far away up country. upcountry city, not my home city, right? But he was working from a different city. So I'm like, there are even no chances that I'll ever meet this person, though he seems familiar, but maybe I'm just overthinking. So I kept on scrolling and I went about my day like I didn't pay it so much attention, right? I just saw it and I left it at that. Though in my mind, like, okay, deep down I kept thinking, okay, where did I meet this guy? Like, who was that? Like, something just kept on telling me, this person, this person. But in real life, like in reality, the truth is that I had never met this person. It was just a random picture on my For You page. Like, I had never met this person anywhere, guys.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
But it was just my intuition telling me, this person, like, this person. So I went about my day, and fast forward, I got this job, right? I got this job, and it so happened that the job I got, it was transferring me to that home city, like to the home city of this guy, of the guy that I saw on my For You page. But a lot of time had passed and I didn't even remember that it was his city. Like, I had already forgotten about the picture. I had already forgotten about the guy, I had basically forgotten that there's even this picture that I saw and I felt a connection with this person. Like, I had forgotten. So when that job posted me, like in that city, like that part of the country, I went, but I didn't go thinking that I'm going to meet this guy, because I had already forgotten all about this guy or all about this picture or anything, right? I went to work, right? And I was posted in that part of the city, right? And guys, for some reason, I always had this gut feeling that I'm going to meet someone. Like, I don't know. I really can't explain it. You just have to feel it for yourself, you people, because I really can't put it in words. But for some reason, I always got this feeling that you're going to meet someone. Like, there is someone you're going to meet. I really didn't know who I was going to meet, but I just felt it. Like, my gut kept on telling me, you're going to meet someone, right? But I didn't know that it was the other person I had seen on my Facebook feed, right, some time back. So I was wondering, who is this person I'm going to see? Who is this person I'm going to meet? So days went by, and I'm working, I'm getting used to the city. I'm working, and particular day, I wake up normal. It was a normal day as usual, I go to work, and guys, as I entered, for those who don't know, I'm a medic, right? And I usually work in hospitals and medical centers and all that. So as I entered, this day I was working in this particular hospital, right? Guys, tell me why, as I entered this hospital, the first person, why, God, I don't know if this is a coincidence. Then it was too much of a coincidence. Why is it that as soon as I entered this hospital, the very first person I saw was this guy? Like, how weird can things get? Like, guys, I basically, I stood still, I looked, because I just couldn't, like, it just didn't make sense to me. I looked at him, and of course he didn't notice me. I don't know if he noticed me or not, but he just kept on walking. But I literally just stood and stared like this, because I remembered, I remembered this was the guy I saw on my Facebook page. Like, I couldn't be wrong, guys. I promise there is no way I can make this up, guys. So we are going to give this guy a name, right? What name should we give him? Let's call him Mark. Because I had a simple name that I'm actually going to remember, right? So my first encounter with Mark, guys, I didn't say anything to him. We just bumped into each other, and he kept on moving, because obviously he didn't know me, but I knew him, and I knew him from my Facebook page. And when I saw him, guys, when I saw this guy in person, I just knew, I know you. Like, I just felt I knew him. I just felt a connection with this guy. I didn't know where I had seen him, but I just felt I knew this person, right? I just felt Gwegai nkumanyi oba wasimanyi naye nkumanyi, I know you. But of course I wasn't going to bump into him, like I wasn't going to walk to him and tell him, you know what, I know you, I feel this and this, you know. I just kept it casual and went on with my day. So when I went back home, you know, as scrolling on YouTube, and why, for the very first time, why do I see this video talking about twin flames?
I know you fucking lying, bitch.
Why do I like why is it recommended in my suggested videos? Like, why is it the first thing I see on my feed? A video about twin flames. Like guys, I don't know. Like, everything was just happening so fast. Like, everything was just like, I just didn't understand. So, you know, I watched this video because I was curious. It was my first time hearing about twin flames or anything. You know, I opened this video and there is this lady, you know, talking about twin flames, you know, one soul that splits into two, into the divine feminine and the divine masculine. You know, I'm confused. I'm literally listening to all this and it's kind of making sense, because like the she was explaining it, it's like she was explaining what I felt. You guys, I don't know, this thing, you have to feel it for yourself to understand the feeling, because however much I say it, you may see me as weird, you may see me as, you know, crazy, but guys, even me myself, up to now, I really can't put it into words. So, you know, and she's explaining, talking about the twin flame, you know, the twin flame connection, like the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and you know, two soul, like one soul that splits into two and they mirror each other, you know, they've known each other in the past life, like they've known each other before in the past life, like not in this life but in the past life, and they come and reincarnate in this life, you know. It's some I want you guys to go and watch a video on twin flames to get the exact picture of what I'm saying, because I know I may not be able to explain it so well for you guys to get the exact picture, but yeah. So when I watched this video, I felt understood. Like, I was like, okay, so I'm not crazy. Like, you can basically feel that you know someone even when you've not met them before, like, I'm not crazy. Like, it kind of helped me feel like I don't know, it made me feel better about myself. It made me feel, okay, you're not crazy, this is actually possible. You can actually feel like that even if you've never met someone before. You can feel that you know someone even if you've actually not even seen them, not even a day in your life. And yeah, so you know, I didn't pay it so much mind. I just went on with my, you know, with my day, and you know that days kept on passing by. And guys, during this time, I used to see all the signs that lady had explained in that video. I don't know if I was becoming obsessed with the whole thing, the whole idea or anything, but I used to see the signs, because she had said you begin seeing synchronicities like 222, 333, 444. That's when you know you're on your twin flame journey or anything. And guys, I always used to see these things, like I always used to see these signs, like I always used to see these synchronicities. So I was like, but what is this? So this is really my twin flame, like like I began thinking, okay, I think this guy is really my twin flame. This guy is my twin flame. How do I get to meet this guy, like in person? Like, how do we actually get to have a one-on-one encounter? Stay tuned. This day, like on this day, I go, you know, I go to the hospital, and yeah, that's where he actually worked as well. And you know, yeah, I go, you know, I'm doing my work, and it so happened that he was one of the people I had to meet. Like, he was one of the people I actually had to meet at my work. So I went, and you know, yeah, I met this guy. Guys, I don't know how to explain what I felt in that moment. I was trembling, like I was trembling. Guys, I promise I have never felt this kind of feeling for anyone, like for any other person. Like in all my relationships, like it was like the love just grew with time. But I want to say this was more of love at first sight. Like I felt, okay, dude, I love you, like like I love you, I've known you for forever, marry me, like you're the love of my life. Like I felt all these butterflies. Keep in mind it's a formal meeting, like I have to, I have to stay formal, and so I meet him, and yeah, we are talking, and I could see that he was nervous too. I could just tell that he was nervous too. And yeah, I was rushing because I was panicking, like I had these butterflies, and I was shaking, like I just wanted to get done with the presentation and just walk away. So after talking to him, yeah, I had to take his number. Basically it's part of the job. I didn't take it because anyway, of course I wanted it, but I didn't take it because I took it for job reasons. Like it was part of the job. I had to take his number, right? So I got his number, and yeah, I left. I went back, guys. When I tell you, when I went home, I immediately texted my best friend at that time. I texted her, I'm like, girl, I don't know what is happening to me. Like I told her the whole story. I told her how I felt. I told her I feel I know this person. I told her no one has ever made me feel these butterflies, like on the first day, like the very first time I saw them. Like no one has ever made, like I had never experienced such a thing as love at first sight, like getting to feeling attracted to someone at first sight. I promise you guys, all my relationships, none of them has been at first sight. None of them has been love at first sight. I just grow into the relationship, like the love just grows with time. But for this particular person, bitch so as time went on, I had to send reminders, to different people, and he's one of the people I had to send reminders to. So of course I sent him a reminder as well. And why does he reply in less than a minute? This guy replies in less than a minute, and he replied in a way that wasn't formal at all. Like he was like, hey dear. But keep in mind, the reminder I sent was formal, like it was all about work, like good evening sirs, can you reminding you about so and so and so and so. And why does he reply with hey dear? Basically they are like, okay, what should I say, like what should I reply? So I reply, of course, I'm like, hey, and guys, we hit it off. Like I don't know, but the conversation just flew from there on. The conversation, like we just began texting. Sorry guys, I actually forgot to tell you something. Like me and this guy, since we're in the same working environment, like I got to see him a lot, like most of the time. And I had like workmates, like colleagues I would work with, and that were actually very close to him, because I was new in the area, but I found people that had actually worked there for some time. So these were people that were actually close to Mark, like they were very close to him. So on this particular day, like it was after work, right? And I was, just having an evening walk, a normal evening walk, just walking around the work premises. And why do I meet one of my workmates, like my friends? And since she was very close to Mark, I actually found them together, like with some other, like actually there were three, two of my colleagues and Mark, right? And why I came to greet them, because of course these were my friends. Me and Mark, we had never actually talked beyond work, like it was always work. And I think it was just one encounter when I went to present to him, and we had never talked again. So when I found him with my friends, of course I couldn't just bypass my friends. They actually called me, hey Lisa. So of course I had to go and say hi, right? Why does this guy stand up and leave as soon as I went to like talk to my friends? Why does Mark immediately stand up and leave? Like like it was just, I don't know, it just seemed weird to me. Like, so anyway, that day after I sent him that reminder, and he texted me that message like, hey dear, we began talking. And actually that night we talked for quite some time. Like we talked for a very long time, till midnight. Like we talked for some good time. I don't even know what we were talking about, but we just kicked it off, right? Stopped talking. I went back to Facebook and I visited his profile again, and this time I scrolled, like I literally went in on his page, like I scrolled up to down because I was curious. I wanted to know, but who is this person? Like, who is this person messing up my mind? So I scrolled to the very last bit, and guys, I see that this guy actually does the same things I do. Like, we had a lot in common. Like, he used to create these videos. He was also a video creator. Like, he used to create these funny skits, and if you know me, you know that's me. That's my personality. Like, I've always created funny skits, I've always created funny videos, and to see that this is someone that does the same things as me, I don't know, I just guys, I can't explain, but I just felt like, okay, this was the male version of me. Like, he was mirroring me. Like, if I was a man, I would be him, basically. That's how I felt. I felt he was my male version, right? So the following day, we are still texting. Like, he was very consistent. He used to text me like bad time. This day, as we are texting, he tells me he wants to take me out for coffee. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm down. Of course I'm down. So he's like, yeah, you come to my place, and yeah, we go. I'm like, okay, cool. So I get cute, and yeah, I head to his place. I knock on his door, no answer. I knock again on his door, and he comes and he opens. Don't ask me, guys, don't ask me how I know this guy's place, because I can't explain each and everything. I can't tell each and everything that happened, but just know I knew that place. I knew that place because I had been there before when I had gone to explain to him about some work issues, because he had called me to explain to him from home. Don't ask me why. Guys, it's a lot. I know it might be all over the place and it might not make sense, but yeah, just know I knew his place. I had been there before one time to talk about work, basically to talk about work, I promise. So I knock on his door, and yeah, he opens. And guys, why does this guy open the door with money in his hands? Like, he opens the door and he just gives me the money, and he's like, okay, here you go. And this guy was trembling, like he was shy. And I'm just looking like, okay, so I also just get the money, and yeah, I go, because I didn't know what to do. Like, up to this day, I'm still wondering, why was he too shy to come and take me out for coffee? Why do you have to just give me the money? Like, anyways, that's just fast forward. Things began escalating like so fast. I won't even lie to you guys. Like, things just began escalating so fast, and before we knew it, we were in a relationship. Like, I was in a relationship with this guy, and guys, this is the most intense relationship I've ever been in, because it was like I was looking at myself. Like, each time I was with this guy, like, he used to do things that trigger me. Like, it was like I was looking at myself, because basically everything I loved, like everything I did, like we shared most like hobbies. I love videos, he loves videos. I love pics, he loves photography. Like, we were just so similar. And because of this, keep in mind, it's not just the positive things, but also the negative things. Like, we both had a very big ego. We are both very egoistic. Like, none of us likes admitting that we are wrong. Like, we both have a lot of pride, and yeah, so these things actually made, like, he used to trigger me so much. Like, I don't know, I can't explain. I really can't put it into words, but this guy, he used to trigger me. Like, he really used to trigger me. And when it was good, it was good, but when it was bad, baby, it was bad. We used to fight like cats and dogs. Like, guys, I really can't explain, but this relationship was the most intense relationship I have ever been in. And I remember I always used to tell him, like, you like the male version of me. Like, there are things that he would do and I would look at him and say, okay, that is literally something I would do, like that is something I do. And we used to talk about, you know, he once told me about his, you know, childhood stories. And as he was telling me these things, I remembered that I actually grew up doing those things too. Like, we just had a lot in common. Like, we just, I don't know, from way back, even before we met, we just had a lot of things we used to do in common, from when we were kids till date. Like, till date, he just used to bring out, you know, my inner child. Like, I just felt so free around him. I just, like, I would be myself around him. Like, he was literally like the male version of me. And I would always tell him, dude, you're like the male version of me. And I would always tell my friends, like, he's my twin flame, he's my twin flame. But none of my, let me tell you guys, not even my sisters. And my sisters my sisters are actually usually very liberal, like, with the people I'm with. And but they didn't approve of this one. They, like, everyone was telling me, no, you deserve better. Like, he's just not your type. Like, even my little sister, she was like, Lisa, this one is not your type. But for some reason, I was like, you guys don't know, you guys don't understand. This is my twin flame. Like, this is my even my best friend was like, but you girl, with your twin flame things, what is twin flame? Like, everyone was basically tired of me telling them that this is my twin flame. But for some reason, I just knew this is my twin flame. I didn't want to listen to anything. I just knew. A tarot reader said this is my twin flame. We've known each other in the past life, and I must stick beside him. I must stick beside him. So as time went on, guys, me and Mark, our relationship began going downhill. Like, we used to have a lot of troubles in our relationship. And yeah, that's this one incident that happened, and it was like the end of it all. Like, it was the breaking point. Like, I just couldn't do it anymore. Like, I felt this is it. And I won't go deep into details because I feel that's a whole video on its own. But yeah, just know we broke up over some cheating reasons. And yeah, but guys, for some reason, it really took me long. It really took me long, like, to get over that breakup. Like, I would always, like, backslide. Like, I would always go back to him. Like, I would always, each time I used to, like, listen to the tarot readings, like, they used to say, this is your twin flame, this is your twin flame, this is your, and you know, there is a way you get connected to those tarot readings, and you just feel, no, this is my twin flame. Like, I just have to fight for this, I just have to fight for this. And for some reason, I even reached a point of telling him, dude, you're my twin flame. Like, stop acting up. Like, you're my twin flame. Can't you see it? Can't you see it? And trust me, it took me long to actually grow out of that phase and realize that you shouldn't, like, I feel we really shouldn't put labels on things and on connections, because, like, it makes you stay in a situation longer than you should have. Like, when you think someone is your twin flame, or when you think I'm meant to be with this person, this is my soulmate, like, we are meant to be, we are meant to end up together, like, it makes you remain in situations, like in toxic relationships, in abusive relationships, even when you shouldn't, just because you put this relationship, you put this person on a pedestal and you feel they are your person. Guys, I had to let go of that. Like, I had to let go of all those beliefs and all those, I had to put him off a pedestal. I don't know if he's really my twin flame or not. I don't know if he's a karmic or not. I'm not saying twin flames are not real, but some situations are just not worth, you know, staying in just because of a label and all that. And yeah, if you believe you're in a twin flame relationship, I'm sending you love, because I know how hard, I know how tricky, I know how frustrating it can get, you know. I'm just sending you love. And yeah, I wish you the best. But baby, my journey up to now, I'm still wondering, was he really a twin flame? Mind you, right now I'm in a whole new relationship, and the reason why I begin doubting if this person was really my twin flame is because I feel I'm over it. Like I'm seriously over it, and they say you can't really be over a twin flame, so that's why sometimes I doubt, was he really my twin flame? Like, if he was really my twin flame, why is it that I'm totally like, I don't feel anything for him anymore right now, you know? But I don't know, because anyway, I'm not saying twin flames don't exist. Of course they do exist, and I'm one person who believes in spirituality, and I believe in all that law of attraction, manifestation, twin flames, I do. But maybe mine was just a karmic, just saying, because as of now I'm in a whole new relationship and I'm happy, and actually I don't even feel the slightest of, you know, emotion for the other person, for Mark. Like I basically moved on. Like honestly, I honestly moved on. That's why it's very funny even as I talk about it. Like back in the day I couldn't even laugh about it, but now the mere fact that I can even laugh about this situation, like it just proves that I'm basically just over it. Anyways guys, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and always don't hesitate to come back for more. Hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, share it with your mama, share it with your papa and all your loved ones. Peace and love till next time. Bye.